our employees. That's my observation.
Yeah. Did you say it was 78% or 70% of the retirement?
I'm sorry, it's 76 currently.
76. Okay. Thank you.
It toggles between 76 and 78.
Yeah, Mr. President, let me just say this. The target that the actuary is aiming for is in the future. That's why it's funded in the 70s. And at 76%, we're relatively high compared to what a lot of municipalities, they typically at 71, 72%. So again, it's a future target that we're aiming at. And with the assurance that all the people that are due their pension payments will get them when the time arrives. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions for Ms. Zilla?
Since we're talking about pension, I just want to point out one thing. It's nice that it's at 70%, but rest assured, the Board of Trustees, that is not enough at 70%. So,
We will now move to the capital improvement program.
Sorry, one to each. All the way across. Thank you. Sorry.
we didn't email that to everybody.
Just did it this afternoon.
Okay, we're ready for you.
Okay, so the portion of the document that is the capital improvement program is after page 220. However, I prepared these summaries of the projects for us to go over for the capital improvement program. So you have the letter size document that's portrait style. Those are currently funded projects that are ongoing. And so that is part of Ordinance 1943 to reauthorize these funds in an effort to continue and conclude these projects. So the list of the projects is there with the current balances of those projects. And it's a mixture of streets, as well as equipment. But these are all projects you've seen before because the council authorized the funds in a previous CIP. And that total is $9,242,414.
So I want to, Mr. President, if I could, I want to make sure those that may be listening at home, the one page that you gave to us with the $9 million, that is programs that have already been approved within the CIP document, which is a pretty much 3 to 5 year document where we have approved it and put money. And what we are doing to keep these projects moving forward, you have to reauthorize the funds. That's what we're doing here tonight. And again, a lot of these are road, as I said in my letter, Mr. President, you all have agreed as well to put a lot into infrastructure and the roads in the city. And that 2020 reauthorization is what we're talking about here. So for those that may not see the documents, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Any more comments?
Any questions on that particular document? Okay.
Ms. Zilla, I'm going to ask if it's possible to, if you would provide these documents to
Yes, sir.
the council electronically, we can add it to. Thank you.
Yes, I will do that. This particular list is also already part of the ordinance, Ordinance 1943. It's incorporated in the ordinance, but I will send separate documents.
Thank you. Council, any further comments?
The other page are the newly discussed projects on the larger sheet of paper. You have the project description. The project total is the very next column. Under the project description, there are brief little descriptions of what the project is for. There's more detail, of course, in the document in section F of the CIP. Then I have it broken out by funding source from left to right. And then the CIP page number where the project can be found.
We're on the same page, Council? Yeah. Anything further?
No, sir.
That's it? Any comments, Council? We've reached the end of tonight's agenda. Any comments, Council, Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. I do want to remind, as we talked this morning, members of the council, if anyone has questions, anyone would like to go over the document with the finance department, along with Ms. Crook, if you let us know. Again, I think Councilman Sidnor met this afternoon. I think it's one of the best ways. Again, that's how I did it when I was on the council, and that is to meet in as a small group with the staff to go over that, and we're willing to do that. Just all you have to do is let us know or let Ms. Rao know, and we'll make sure we get it set up. But I think it'd be informative as well. So thank you, Mr. President.
Ms. Saylor, let me just ask you in terms of availability of the budget for the public. I think it's important to let people know the budget's obviously online.
Yes, sir.
But if there's someone who wants a hard copy, would there be any available?
There will be some available.
Okay, and they can
Don't-
just,
They can
come
contact
to-
me. I don't have them yet. I don't have hard
But you will.
copies yet, but we will.
okay, but going to the city's website, and they can download the PDF file, presumably,
Yes.
from the web, which is probably what we'd recommend that people do. Yeah, good. Anything else, Council?
I just have one more issue. When we received our 2019 assessable base with the constant yield tax rate certification, we did have to place the advertisement this year. Even though we're not raising our tax rate, the state has determined that we need to provide that advertisement because of increased assessment. As you'll recall, they provide you with what your tax rate should be in order to yield the same exact tax revenue from one year to the next, and then advertise it as if it is a tax increase. So our ad did run today in the Sentinel as required by state law, and we'll have the public hearing for that at the May 13th meeting. I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. Two things in parting. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Councilman DeWalt was excused from tonight's meeting. And Council, if you'll notice on the meeting schedule, our meetings will start at 6 p.m. And that will continue through the summer months. But for our work sessions as well as for our regular council meetings, we'll meet at 6 beginning on the 13th. Is there anything else? Seeing nothing, thank you. Our meeting is adjourned.